Have you ever woken up from a nightmare about Yellowstone erupting and wondered how close you are to having that nightmare become a reality? Scientists just revealed new findings about the magma chamber beneath Yellowstone National Park that may help us answer that question. Here's what we know so far. Yellowstone's magma chamber is getting bigger. The magma chamber below Yellowstone is a massive underground pool of molten rock and the thing that could cause a supervolcanic eruption if it were to rise to the surface. While this certainly sounds terrifying, it's not necessarily anything new or particularly alarming. Magma chambers are constantly changing in size as magma, which is molten rock found beneath the Earth's surface, is recycled through the crust. However, recent research suggests that the magma chamber may be expanding at an unusual rate. So let's dive into what's happening below Yellowstone. Volcanoes are fascinating geological features that play a crucial role in shaping our planet, and among them, supervolcanoes stand out as truly awe-inspiring giants. These colossal geological formations have the potential to unleash catastrophic eruptions that can reshape entire landscapes and impact the global climate. And one of the most famous supervolcanoes is the one located beneath Yellowstone National Park. The Yellowstone supervolcano is situated in the northwestern corner of the United States, and its most recent eruption was around 640,000 years ago. It has a magma chamber that extends over 43 by 27 miles, making it almost as large as Los Angeles. This massive chamber is filled with molten rock known as magma, which has the potential to cause massive eruptions that can blanket vast areas in ash and lava. In fact, the largest eruption in Yellowstone's history occurred around 2 million years ago, when a cataclysmic explosion ejected more than 2,500 cubic miles of material, which is equivalent to the volume of Mount Everest. Another significant eruption took place around 1.3 million years ago and ejected about 1,100 cubic miles of material. More recently, the Lava Creek eruption that occurred around 640,000 years ago ejected approximately 280 cubic miles of material. So now that we understand how powerful this volcano can be, let's get back to the news of this year. A study published in the journal Frontiers in Earth Science has just unveiled some interesting insights into the evolution of this underground magma reservoir. The findings suggest that the magma chamber is experiencing changes in response to increased heat production. This increased heat production is thought to be driven by the movement of tectonic plates, which has led to a more voluminous magma chamber. These new findings provide valuable insights into the behavior of magma chambers, helping scientists better understand the processes that drive volcanic activity. The study used seismic data collected over a period of 25 years by the Yellowstone Seismic Network to analyze the movement of magma beneath Yellowstone National Park. The researchers focused on the caldera, which is the large, roughly circular depression that formed as a result of the last supervolcanic eruption. Using a technique called seismic tomography, the team was able to create a three-dimensional model of the subsurface structure beneath the caldera. This model revealed that there had been a significant increase in the amount of magma present in the chamber since the early 1980s. The researchers estimated that the magma chamber had expanded by about 170 cubic miles since then. Now, while that sounds like a lot, it's actually a pretty small amount compared to the actual size of the magma chamber. In fact, the study's lead author, Matt Smith, said that the magma chamber is still only about 2/3 full. So there's plenty of room for more magma to accumulate before the risk of an eruption increases. However, the researchers did note that the rate of magma production had increased significantly in recent years. This finding is consistent with other studies that have suggested that Yellowstone's magma chamber is heating up. It's possible that this is due to changes in the forces that drive plate tectonics, but more research is needed to confirm this hypothesis. Despite these new findings, it's important to remember that a super eruption at Yellowstone is still very unlikely to occur anytime soon. In fact, according to experts from the United States Geological Survey, the chances of a major eruption in the next 1,000 years are about 1 in 10 million. Even though the magma chamber is expanding, there are several factors that make a super eruption unlikely. For example, the magma at Yellowstone is very viscous, which makes it difficult for gas bubbles to escape and cause an explosive eruption. Additionally, the magma chamber is deep beneath the surface, which means that there is a lot of pressure keeping the magma in place. Finally, the surrounding rock is very strong, which provides a stable environment for the magma chamber to exist. Still, the potential impact of a Yellowstone supereruption cannot be ignored. A supereruption would release enormous amounts of ash and gas into the atmosphere, which could cause widespread crop failure and respiratory problems. It could also trigger earthquakes, tsunamis, and lahars, which are volcanic mudflows that can travel for miles. The economic and environmental costs of such an eruption would be staggering, making it one of the worst natural disasters in history. While the risk of a Yellowstone supereruption may be low, it's still important to monitor the volcano closely. Scientists continue to study the magma chamber using a variety of techniques, including seismic monitoring, GPS measurements, and satellite imagery. These efforts are part of the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory's Supervolcano Early Warning System, which is designed to detect any changes in the volcano's activity. If you're interested in learning more about Yellowstone National Park's supervolcano, I recommend checking out the resources provided by the U.S. Geological Survey and the Smithsonian Institution. These organizations provide up-to-date information on the volcano's activity, as well as educational resources for teachers and students. You can also find helpful links to relevant websites and articles in the description below. And with that, we've reached the end of our exploration of the expanding magma chamber beneath Yellowstone National Park. What are your thoughts on this new information? Do you think it's cause for concern, or are you taking a wait-and-see approach? Let us know in the comments below. We value your input and encourage you to share your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more informative content like this. We appreciate your support and are committed to bringing you the most engaging and informative science videos possible. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Here's another recent video we made about Yellowstone, the Hidden Valley of Yellowstone National Park. In this video, we take you on a journey to explore the fascinating geology and unique wildlife of Yellowstone's Mammoth Hot Springs and Norris Geyser Basin. From the colorful terraces of travertine to the powerful geysers and hot springs, you'll learn about the geothermal wonders that make Yellowstone one of the most extraordinary places on Earth. One of the main attractions in Yellowstone National Park is the Mammoth Hot Springs, a series of hot springs that form a large terrace-like structure. These springs are rich in calcium carbonate, which creates a beautiful blue-green color and gives the area a surreal appearance. Visitors can walk along the boardwalks that wind through the springs and witness the fascinating formations created by the mineral deposits. Another must-see attraction is the Norris Geyser Basin, which is the hottest and most diverse geyser basin in Yellowstone. It contains the largest concentration of geysers in the park, including the iconic Steamboat Geyser, which is the tallest active geyser in North America. You'll also see colorful hot springs like the aptly named Black Sand Basin, where the dark sand creates a striking contrast with the bright yellow and orange pools of boiling water. But that's not all. The Hidden Valley of Yellowstone is also home to a variety of wildlife, including bison, elk, wolves, and bears. Keep an eye out for these animals as you explore the park. They can often be seen grazing in the meadows or walking along the riverbanks. You might even catch a glimpse of a bald eagle soaring overhead. To make the most of your visit to Yellowstone's Hidden Valley, it's important to plan ahead. The park is open year-round, but the weather can be unpredictable, so be sure to pack for all conditions. Summers are usually warm and sunny, but winters can be cold and snowy. No matter when you visit, be sure to bring binoculars to spot wildlife and cameras to capture the stunning scenery. Also, be sure to follow the park's guidelines for staying safe in bear country. Remember to store your food properly and never approach or feed wild animals. With a little planning and preparation, you'll be ready to explore one of America's most spectacular national parks. So why wait? Start planning your trip to Yellowstone's Hidden Valley today and discover the geothermal wonders and wildlife that make this park so unforgettable. Don't forget to book your accommodation and rental car in advance, especially if you're traveling during the busy summer months. And don't forget to pack for all types of weather, even if you're visiting in the middle of summer. Once you arrive, be sure to pick up a map and plan your route accordingly. There are several different entrances to the park, but the main entrance is located near the town of Gardner, Montana. From there, you can drive along the park's main road, which will take you past some of the most iconic sites, including Mammoth Hot Springs and Norris Geyser Basin. Along the way, be sure to stop at the various pullouts and viewpoints to take in the stunning scenery. You can also hike some of the short trails that start from the parking areas to get up close and personal with the geothermal features. Just be sure to stay on the boardwalks and follow the park's safety guidelines. If you want to venture off the beaten path, there are also several backcountry hiking trails that offer more solitude and wilderness. But be sure to obtain a permit before hiking in the backcountry and let someone know your plans before you go. When it comes to dining in Yellowstone, there are several options available, from picnic areas to restaurants. If you're planning to have a picnic, be sure to bring your own food and supplies, as there are no grocery stores within the park. There are several campgrounds inside the park, but they tend to fill up quickly, so make reservations in advance. If you're looking for lodging outside the park, there are plenty of hotels and cabins available in the nearby towns of Gardner, West Yellowstone, and Cody. No matter where you choose to stay, you're sure to have a memorable experience exploring the hidden valley of Yellowstone National